I'm going to use the orange Hot Logic Mini today to make a sirloin steak. I got about a 2-pound steak here, and I'm going to trim the fat off of this, and I'm going to pan sear it in the Copper Chef pan before I put it in the Hot Logic. So let me get this out of the package and I'll show you how I'm going to do this. Now I'm heating up a tiny bit of oil in this Copper Chef pan here, and I'm going to take some pan searing flour and sprinkle it on a plate to dip the steak in, because I want a crispy edge that you wouldn't normally get by sticking it in a crock pot type environment like the Hot Logic Mini. Okay, I'm just going to dip it a little bit so we can sear the edge. What this will do for the steak is keep the juices inside while it's cooking all day. Okay, it's a nice big piece of meat. I trimmed most of the fat off. Okay, let's put it in here. We're just going to sear the edge a little bit. Take a look down there. Now this is the steak we were just talking about on Rick Mamana's live YouTube video today, and he'll have that on later tonight too. But let's just sear the edges, make them nice and brown, and then we're going to put them in the glass Pyrex dish. Alright, I think it's time to flip the first side over here. Take a look at that. See how nice and golden brown? Paper bag brown. How nice. This is the kind of edge you want to see on your steak, and then we'll let it cook naturally in the dish all day long. What I'm going to top it with is Cashel Blue cheese. This is from Kerrygold. This is cheese from Ireland that is made from cows eating the greenest pastures in the world, where the grass grows so lush from the ocean breezes. And it's really, every of the Kerrygold products, they're just so creamy and delicious and a little bit golden in color compared to a lot of other cheeses and butters that we get. So I'm just going to crumble this cheese on top of the steak once I get it into the dish. Alright, let's check the back side of this. Look at, I'll show you, look how nice and brown that is. Okay, but the meat is not cooked yet. So let's get it right into the Pyrex dish. I tried to get one that would just fit into here so we can fill it up. Now I'm going to poke some holes through it with a fork. And this is really just to let the cheese melt and drip into the steak. So I'm just going to take some nice broken off pieces of this blue cheese. Oh my god, is that nice? Oh, so you can see how creamy it is. This was my brother's idea. He's an awesome cook. He's got some great ideas, and him and his wife, they feed their family well. Alright, now do you see how much cheese is on there? Quite a bit. And I'm going to cover this up with the lid of the Hot Logic Mini Pyrex dish. Right, we're going to put it right in the container. You remember in the Hot Logic's nice warming tray underneath that cooks the food to a safe temperature. You zip it up. It's all plugged in, and we're going to be back to check on this in about 4 hours, and we'll see how the steak is doing. I'm sure it'll be delicious. All right, the steak has been cooking all afternoon. It's been about 4.5 to 5 hours. We're going to take it out and take a look here. It's hot. It's hot. Wow. Look at that. Blue cheese and beef gravy juice in there. Oh my god. Now, a lot of people would like me to show the internal cooking temperature. Alright, let's check the internal temperature of the meat. See what we have. All right, can you see that there? 166.9. That's a well done steak at that thickness. Here's a little bit thicker part. And this is going to come out about 160. This part's going to be about a little bit medium, and this part will be well done. So this one's about, it's going to stop at 158. Okay, so that's where your Hot Logic is going to go, with a very dense, nice piece of meat. Now I'm going to bring this out onto the cutting board and cut it for you. Oh, it's falling apart. Let me see if I can separate this little section first. There we go. And the bigger one. There it is. Look at that blue cheese marbling into the meat here. Now let's take a look. This is a sirloin. Does that look perfect? All right. Let's take a nice little piece here for tasting, because I want to get a good flavor of the blue cheese in there. Very tender, very blue cheesy. Isn't that nice? That's a nice way to cook a steak. I suggest searing it first, because look at the juices inside. It's really nice. And I think that makes a nice, that's a nice way to cook it. Slowly all day long, and with a nice sear on the outside. Let me just show you this piece here. Look how juicy. That's really beautiful. Okay. Now let's cut open this thicker piece here. See, it's a little more pink than the other one. I don't know if you can tell that with all the light on this camera, but that's a perfectly cooked piece of meat if you ask me too. Okay, we're gonna go serve this and eat it while it's hot. Try that in your Hot Logic. Then if you do like to make something with the meat juices, there's plenty of blue cheese that float into here, and nice brown meat juices to make a gravy or just a sauce to put over your meat when you serve it. Okay, so give this a try. I highly recommend it as a way to cook a nice sirloin steak in your mini Hot Logic. I'll put the links there so you can get a Hot Logic yourself if you like to. Thanks for watching.